Welcome to your first day of rehearsing in an ensemble. Playing music with others should be a fun, rewarding experience that everyone can enjoy. But in order to ensure that everyone has fun and that the group is as productive as possible, something you need to cover before you play your first note is this: rehearsal etiquette. However, due to the nature and habits of your typical band person, to make this instructional video more effective, we are going to entitle it, How to Not Be an Idiot in Rehearsal. The most important part of playing together in an ensemble is watching the conductor. They are the leader of the band, and if everyone stays with them, then the band will always be together. However, the conductor plays an even more important role during rehearsal: the teacher. When the conductor stops conducting and gives instructions to the band, this is when the majority of the teaching and the learning occurs. What members of the ensemble cannot do in a rehearsal is talk while the teacher is giving instructions. This does not allow that individual to pay attention to the instructions and distracts other students around them as well. When enough students do it at the same time, the noise from all of the whispering adds up to a great roar, enough that no one can hear instructions, making the conductor very angry. While no raindrop thinks that it is responsible for the flood, each one does play a significant role. Here's what you can do to not be an idiot and avoid being that raindrop. This student is doing what she should during rehearsal. When she stops playing, she sits still, does not make any noise, and listens to instructions. When appropriate, the student will mark instructions given by the conductor in her music. It turns out that it's not hard to sit still and shut up. If you don't have enough discipline to do this for an entire rehearsal, then you need to go home and grow up. Here is an example of being an idiot in rehearsal. Student A thinks it is okay to start talking instead of listening to instructions.
Hey, what's the difference between a saxophone and a lawnmower?
While student A is in the wrong, student B has a choice to make. Here is what he shouldn't do.
I don't know, what?
One can be tuned.
Student B, by prolonging the conversation and by laughing at the bad joke, has both worsened the problem and encouraged student A to continue this bad behavior. This is what we wish would happen to students who talk in rehearsal.
How many trumpet players does it take to screw in a light?
You think you can talk in my rehearsal? Get up! Give him your horn!
Aye,
Get
sir.
up! Get on your
Aye,
face!
sir.
Get on your face!
Aye, sir.
Push up! Push up! Up, down, up, down! You think I have to push up?
Yes,
Lower! 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 Push ups! Push ups! I said push ups! Push up! Push up! Push up! Say something!
But unfortunately, this is not an option. Here is what should happen when another student starts talking during rehearsal.
Hey man, how many conductors does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Once again, student B has a choice to make. Let's see what he does this time. Shh. Good job, student B. Now everyone can return their full attention to the rehearsal.
That's good.
Another big no-no in a rehearsal is playing with your cell phone. While a tempting piece of technology that you are sure no one could ever have lived without, this is a very heinous and disrespectful act to commit. It is a distraction from the instructions coming from the conductor to the one using it, and also to the student next to them trying to read their text messages. This also sends a message to the conductor that they can take their instructions and go shove them somewhere. You don't want to make your conductor angry. You won't like them when they're angry. You might think it's okay to have your phone on your stand because the conductor can't see it. Not true. While it is obvious to the conductor that you aren't poking your stand repeatedly for no reason, it is also still just as rude and distracting as it was before. Plus, you never know when the wrong person will walk up behind you, like a school administrator, or
Thorn.
Another way to be an idiot in rehearsal is to play quietly on your instrument while everyone is supposed to be silent. This is perhaps the most obnoxious thing you can possibly do during a rehearsal. You might be thinking, no one else can hear me, right? Wrong. This student cannot hear the conductor over the noise and will not learn what she is supposed to during this rehearsal. This student is already quite upset by all of the distraction noises in this rehearsal, and this was the final straw. He is broken. And this student, well, they're not being a good student either. Here are some other examples of ways to be an idiot during rehearsal. Excessively loud button pushing can be a huge distraction to everyone around you. Not leaving room for trombone players to use their slides is very rude as well. Remember, they need slide room, you don't. And remember, leave slide room for Jesus. Making random noises isn't okay either, even if they are funny. Dancing around in your seat is obnoxious too, and might obstruct the vision of those behind you, who already have a hard enough time being short and sitting on the back row. Loud foot tapping, even while you're playing, can be a distraction too. This isn't okay either. Now that you have all the tools, you may begin rehearsing in your ensemble in an effective, fun, and respectful manner. Just remember, eat your vegetables, don't do drugs, and please don't be an idiot in rehearsal.
Bing, 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 bing. Am I good, dude? That's
Yeah.
like